We've found out lots of different things. I mean, today is day 5, I think, and every day how we've presented it to the people has changed completely. It started off more as a performance, and now we've kind of taken it back towards being a more laboratory environment with the people. So we'll present short scenes and concepts, and we'll all discuss what they felt or what they saw, because actually the whole performance is based on them and their reactions, and it's not, I mean, I can say it's about something, but if they see something else, then they're right, I guess. So today we're going to work with splitting the audience into 2 groups. So half the people will be looking when the other half is not looking, and it will keep switching. So we're going to try to have many multi-layered stories so they're both having the audience is having different experience from each other. We'll see if we can make groups where they are almost against each other, or one group is helping with the performance and the other group is watching. We'll see what happens. We're not really sure where it's going to go. So what did you see?
I actually liked that I was first in the had my eyes closed when all the sounds came, and I really enjoyed that because I could like, oh my God, what's he doing? And making all these pictures in my mind, and then when you were doing this silent thing, I was watching you, and then I was thinking, okay, I wonder what the ones who have their eyes closed now, what they think you're doing, because there were no sounds. But then all of a sudden it changed because I heard the whistle when you were jumping. So then I think I got in the other group, so I got to see both. Then I got to see what you were doing when you had all the motions. But I enjoyed that because then I had a little bit of both. Because it changed in but. And then I was scared, like, okay, maybe I made a mistake because I have my eyes open at the opposite time now. But then I thought, like you said, you should just stick with what you believe is right, and then I did that. And then
I like the moment I got to switch it in this one, that instead of just sitting and knowing the other people are plotting, that suddenly, okay, now it's you guys against them, and see how many times I could keep switching this until I have you on like one side and the others on the other side about to have a battle, and I just leave. This was this experiment of what happens if the people are in different groups, and some are seeing one half of the show and some are seeing the other half of the show. And it's a really tricky balance to find, because what if you think you're seeing the wrong thing and then you switch, and then suddenly the whole audience doesn't know what's going on, and then they start throwing things and rioting, and who knows what will happen. So we have to just test the limits. So that's what we did today. We tried 3 different ways of testing it. And now we kind of know more, so we could take each of the stories to the next level, and also make each of the stories more precise. Okay, one question was, what pushes them to cheat when we told them in the beginning what the rule is? Because we found normally at the start I tell them exactly what they have to do. And the people do that all the way through. And we were kind of wondering what could make them stop following the rule. People were asking yesterday, but do you want us to cheat or not? And I said, I don't know. I don't really care, actually. It's up to, I want it to be up to you, and that I don't dictate what will happen. And that's something that's really interesting, I think.
Yeah.
It didn't work so much on the Danish people because they're very obedient. We had to push it to extremes to make them cheat. And to do that, we had to dress our violinist in a monkey costume and get her to be walking across the stage and sniffing at them and
so
playing the
she
violin.
got
So we had to
close.
really make it extreme that there was something else and someone else on the stage they didn't see in order for them and to all cheat because they just had to. And I mean, as the question goes, what I would really like would be what makes some people cheat, not that if I suddenly tell her, like it's too, that was too obvious that they had to cheat in this moment almost. So what we're looking for is that some sort of tool which would allow certain audience members at certain points during the performance to have a different perspective on what's going on.